What do you do when the weather outside is frightful? What do you do when the roads are iced over, snow covered? What's the weather tell you to do? What's the people on TV tell you to do? What's the police tell you to do? Usually tell you to avoid traveling, avoid getting out in these conditions. We avoid these things for our safety. Folks, I believe the same can be true and the same can be said when it comes to our Christianity. There are things we must avoid. There are things that are not good for us that we must stay away from. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, beginning in verse 1, it says, "But realize this, that in the last days difficult times will come. For men will be lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, arrogant, revilers, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, unloving, irreconcilable, malicious gossips, without self-control, brutal, haters of good, treacherous, reckless, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, holding to a form of godliness, although they have denied its power." What's it say that we should do about these types of people in our life? Avoid such men as these. You know, the reality is, as we've been talking about culture, sometimes there's just things that we need to avoid. There's places we don't need to go, things we don't need to listen to, things we don't need to see, people we don't need to be around. We need to avoid. We particularly need to avoid if we're not strong enough to resist. We must remove ourselves from the temptation, from the trial, or from the tribulation. So as we think about how we can combat culture, may we never forget that there are some times where we need to avoid such men as these. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. I pray that you have a good day and that God will be glorified in all that you do today.